The Nature of Personal Reality, a Seth book by Jane Roberts, read by Martin John, Part 2, Chapter 12.
Give us a moment for dictation.
We're beginning the next chapter, and the heading is Grace, Conscience, and Your Daily Experience. Thus far, I have rather frequently mentioned the state of grace, because while it has many dimensions, it is, practically speaking, the cause of your state of well-being and accomplishment. It is a condition of your existence. Each of you may put the following in your own terms, but often it may seem as if your conscience tells you that you have fallen out of grace and that some inner, mysterious, joyous sense of support no longer sustains you. Unfortunately, conscience, as you think of it, is an untrustworthy guide, speaking to you through the mouths of mothers and fathers, teachers and clergy, all perhaps from distant years, and each of whom had their own ideas of what was right and wrong for you and for humanity at large. These people, of course, were and are quite fallible. When you are a child, however, adults seem godlike. Their words fall with great weight because you are so at the mercy of their support. As a child, it was quite necessary that you accept beliefs from others before your conscious mind could form its own. You accepted the concepts for your own reasons. Those given beliefs represent the spiritual and mental fabric of ideas, the raw material, so to speak, with which you have to work. In adolescence, certain beliefs will be easily and immediately abandoned or altered to fit the expanding pattern of experience. Still, other beliefs will remain, with perhaps certain elements being changed. The beliefs may be revised to fit your new image, for example, while the main pattern remains the same. Let us consider the idea of original sin, all of the colorful forms it may take within your body of concepts, and the ways in which these will affect your behavior and experience. The concept itself existed long before Christianity's initiation, and was told in various forms throughout the centuries and in all civilizations. On the side of consciousness, it is a tale symbolically representing the birth of the conscious mind in the species as a whole and the emergence of self-responsibility. It also stands for the separation of the self who perceives, and therefore judges and values, from the object which is perceived and evaluated. It represents the emergence of the conscious mind and of the strongly oriented individual self from that ground of being from which all consciousness comes. It portrays the new consciousness seeing itself unique and separate, evolving from the tree of life and therefore able to examine its fruits, to see itself for the first time as different from others. Like the serpent who crawled upon the surface of the earth, man came forth as a creature of distinctions. In so doing, he quite purposefully detached himself, in your terms now, from the body of his planet in a new way. A part of him very naturally yearned for that primeval knowing unknowingness that had to be abandoned, in which all things were given. No judgments or distinctions were necessary, and all responsibilities were biologically foreordained. He saw himself as rising above the serpent, which was a symbol of unconscious knowledge. Yet the serpent would always mystify and attract man, even though he must stand upon its head, symbolically speaking, and rise from its knowledge. With the birth of this consciousness came conscious responsibility for the fruits of the planet. Man became the caretaker. Now that is the end of dictation. Peace, light, and love. Aloha.